enjoy yourself. You about to get a message from yours truly. Sit back and enjoy yourself. You about to hear a message from yours truly. Pure Bama Freeman lifestyle. Ooh, hey. You about to go from city to city. Yeah, yeah. Traveling across this land in the pure Bama Freeman lifestyle. Ooh.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We're back, we're back, we're back, we're back, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Work related issues. But we back though. Make sure y'all come through, hit the like button, man. If you're new, sub to the channel, man. You're new, sub to it, man. Sub to it. And we had to restart this because I had such a big gap in between um, some of the things that I was saying. So let me get back to what I was saying, or at least let me start back over. Okay. Let me be clear, guys. Let me be clear on this message today, because the moves that is being made by J-Rello is not recommended. Okay, if you find yourself overseas in a jam, the way to go about it is not the way that J-Rello is trying to show y'all. Okay, that's just not smart. However, let me get to what prompted me to do this stream today as it relates to his activity. First of all, it has been confirmed that J-Rello is still in Kenya. Okay, he did a live stream last night that verified that he was still in Kenya. All right, now the real life came on yesterday posing as one of his sycophants, acting in some cases like he was actually Rello, and we found out that all that shit was cap. Okay, now J-Rello was back on live with another chick. Okay, he was live with a chick, and what I'm gonna tell you is, shout out to MJ Hines, man. Salute to you and XL Pro, bro. Appreciate y'all for coming through, dog. Yes, he is still trapped in Kenya. All right. And we're going to run this down, and I'm going to give you a perspective of my former occupation or my former career. I used to be a bounty hunter for some that have followed my content. But I'm going to give you a perspective of why I think J-Rello is functioning at this moment like a fugitive, even though he has not been charged with anything. He has not been wanted from the local authorities officially. Okay, let me be clear on that. He has not officially been wanted or sought after by the local authorities. However, he is still wanted by the locals. From what I'm getting and what I'm gathering from different Kenyan content creators, some of these Kenyans are actually looking for him. So much so that he even has people from other countries in Africa coming to Nairobi looking for him. For what purpose? I don't know. But what I can tell you is that the behavior that J-Rello is doing right now, it is of the behavior of someone who's running from the law. Okay? Now, I'm going to give you a couple variables for him, or I'm going to give him a couple variables to consider. The first variable is go ahead and get this shit out the way. Don't even Don't even try to play these little games online and trying to test the waters, trying to see whether or not you hot or not. The, you are definitely hot, okay? You are definitely hot, okay? You just have not been officially labeled as a wanted man, okay? But from what I'm hearing and from what Carlos Red said is that some locals have reported your ass to the authorities. And I think you know that too. Okay? All this tiptoeing outside, sporadically, testing to see what you can get away with, and all that. Big dog, that's going to get you either hurt or you're going to make it worse when the authorities do come after you. Okay? Now, let me tell you how it would become worse if the authorities have to come and get you. The fact that you went online last night, they take that as taunting. Okay? They take that as taunting. To be really clear with you, even the locals see that as taunting. The ones that's really looking for you, they see that as you mocking them as if you're going to actually get away with this shit. Okay? Now, I know you think you just such a don and you're such a high commodity in the YouTube space and it'll just blow over. No, 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 no. You can't speak for everybody, bro. And what I mean by that is some people are just not going to let that shit ride. Okay? They want to seize the opportunity to make themselves known and felt by any means and by any cost. I think you from the streets. I think you somewhat know. And you may not know about Kenya, but there is a universal law that if any foreign man come to a different country or to his country, those local men, whether they like those women or not, they're not going to let no foreign man come into their country and disrespect their women. Here is what you don't understand. Women are the spoils of war. It took war for men to be or to have women as their sole possession. Okay? I want you to understand this. Y'all hold on. All right, we back. Yeah, hey, MJ. Actually, I was on the stream right before I had to restart it, and that real life guy, he has recently put the picture up of J-Rello. Now, let me just fill you in before we get back to some of these variables that J-Rello need to consider. Is that music too loud, guys, in the background? Let me know. Okay, I turned it down. It's too loud for me. All right, check this out, y'all. Listen, let me give him a couple of let me get to this the real life guy. The real life guy claimed that J-Rello was back at home. We found out last night that's a lie. He is actively okay. Good. Some good groove music, right? Oh man, yeah, I like that little groove, man. I can kind of like flow in my words with this groove particularly. So we're gonna ride with that until I get tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So cool. The call out by the real life, aka we don't know if it's J Rello, okay? For the sake of it, let's say it's a troll and he is a sycophant, or it's J Rello himself who has come to my stream, right? 2 days in a row, threatening me, threatening the men in the chat, and all of that. But one thing is for certain, over here, we don't give a fudge what you think you're gonna do. If you run into me, I'm gonna keep that same energy, my boy, and that's not a threat, that is a promise. Now, here it is. Let's get to the variables. It's been confirmed that he's in Kenya. He did a stream last night, and he thought it was cool for him to get on stream, pacing back and forth like he was missing his dope, right? Like he was on some pills, or either he was nervous, or the nervous tick, you will. You know, some people just can't be still when they have a nervous tick. However, though, the chat was trying to let the chick know that J Rello is the guy that beat up the Kenyan chick, and the chick was sort of looking like, huh? She wanted to confront him about it, but I don't know if she was sure on how to handle the situation. So it seems like things was sort of went smooth last night, but optically it don't look good, especially to those who are looking for him. All right, the word on Kenyan ground, according to Carlos Red, that them people are looking for him. All right, the locals are looking for him. The locals got on his new channel and told the chick to watch out for that guy and to be careful. She even gave out her social media. Okay? And so I'm sure them guys shot her a message on her Instagram. Okay? Not only that, okay? Yes. She was scared she was going to get clocked too. Yeah, so she kind of played it cool. You know? That's how I took it. She just smoothed it over. She even cooked him some noodles. It's confirmed that he barely eating over there. All right? She cooked him some noodles. All right. Then after that, I guess I went to sleep. I'm not sure what happened after the fact, but he took that stream down. But some people actually screen record the live stream, some local folks, to send it to the authorities. Now, Carlos Red is advocating that the local people try to get a hold to the chick so that she can cough up his location. There's only two things that can happen for J Rillo out of this scenario. Is he gonna run out of money trying to go to these different Airbnbs? Well, he's already trapped. He ain't got no money, so he's gonna run out of money in Kenya. That's strike number one. Strike number two, you in a whole different country, so you don't have the access to travel around your own country like that. I think you're more safe to be in your own country if you're gonna be on the run. It is impossible to be on the run in Africa. Even though you try to make it seem like, well, there are many duck out spots and all of that. No, 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 no. It's going to be very easy to find you in Kenya. And how to find you is your finance. Now, I want you to understand something. It's easy for them to go and check them banks to see where you're withdrawing money at. And they can actually pinpoint you from that position. All right? They can get a general consensus of where you been based off of your swipe. Now, We are creatures of habits. And there's only a couple of habits that you've been doing since you've been there. And it's easy to target you by just basically going to American restaurants because they know that you can't eat no Kenyan food. I'm just showing you how I would narrow to find your ass. Okay? The only thing you think you getting away with is dropping them live streams so they don't find your location, they don't ping where you at. That's all good. But the human element still remains. You gotta eat. You gotta get money out your damn ATM because you ain't walking around with a whole bunch of cash. So they're gonna find how you're getting that money out and where you getting that money out. Okay? After that, they're gonna ask a couple uh taxis, have they seen your ass? Even a couple people that do motos. Not only that, J-Rello, what they're gonna do is they're gonna contact all the listing Airbnbs when they find where you're generally at. And they're gonna ask the host, do you have the name? And we talking about your government name now. They ain't gonna go by J-Rello. You can hang that shit up. They gonna get that passport number, dog. They gonna scan that face, and your passport gonna pop up. Your name gonna pop up, and all they gotta do is narrow it down from there. Now, you claim, even online, that you're using your mama's cash out. Okay? So they gonna check cash out too, dog. You see how this shit work, J-Rello? The variables are not on your side. You know how I get you, J-Rello? I can put an end to this shit today. You know how I get you, J-Rello, if I was hunting you down? I would get you where you weak at. You know where you weak at, J-Rello? In between your legs. You too busy trying to get content. Woo! Boy, they used to work for me all the time. God damn, boy. We will hunt your ass down and we gonna get you. And if they laws are like anything like it is in the United States, my guy, when we used to hunt people down and we used to have to ask the family, primarily the mama. We love to talk to the mama. We would show the mama the capious warrant. Unlike a police warrant, the bounty hunter warrant says this. It's very descriptive. Bring back the body. In this case, J-Rello. Okay? Listen. It didn't say whether or not you're supposed to come there in one piece. It didn't say nothing about make sure he has no grass stains in his jeans, no black eyes. No. It says descriptively, bring back the body of J-Rello to this said county. And with the bounty hunters, my guy, their rules and what they can get away with is way harder than the police, bro. We got way more flexibility than the police. We'll come and get your ass up out of funeral. We'll come and get your ass up out the hospital. We'll come and get your ass at your daughter's graduation. It don't matter. The point is, if you're wanted, you can be got. Okay? So if them people like anything like that in Kenya, boy, it is a wrap for your ass. And boy, when they see you, they gonna be so excited. And they may rough you up. All because J-Rello, you still doing live streams and playing with them like you can't be touched. Using Mama Rello Cash App is nasty work. Yeah, man, that man ain't even responsible, man. He has no business being overseas, using your mama's damn information for cash apps. I don't understand that, man. Yeah, mamas do be snitching, bro. In that line of work, we had several to snitch on their kid because you know why? More than likely, the mama had to co-sign for that bond. She had to co-sign for that bond. And the thing is, she don't want her house to be taken. She don't want to have to give up the whole 85% that's left on that bond. If that bond $25,000 and he had to pay 2,500 to get out, or yeah, or 25,000, yeah, 200, $2,500 to get out, and then the mama has to pay the remaining balance. You know what I'm saying? Uh, she ain't trying to pay them $23,000. So she gonna cough your ass up and then check me. Psychology is a motherfucker, bro. Trust me. Yeah, so they gonna snitch you out. The thing is, man, and yes, this is real talk. This is real work. Okay, I'm not making it up. I know in the state of Tennessee where I used to bounty hunt at, bring back the body, it hits really different. Because anytime a relative see that, and as a bounty hunter, I make sure by pointing that out. I read it and then I let them see the words for themselves so they can understand how serious this matter is and that they loved one have my money. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my money. Anytime you have a bounty on your head, and this is universal, this is in any country, anytime a man is being hunted down, it is so much adrenaline to the people that's looking for you. They are so anxious, and the reward, it's just like you see guys back there deer hunting. When they see the prize buck that they've been looking for, and they work so hard to lay eyes on him, their whole objective, J-Rello, is to make sure you don't get out of scope. Let me repeat that again. Their whole agenda, once they ID your ass, their whole agenda, J-Rello, is to make sure, that's in all caps, J-Rello, that you don't come out of scope. Whether it is a scope on a rifle or whether it's their human scope called their eyes, you're not getting away. You hear me? And they're going to get you by any means necessary. Listen, unfortunately for you, J-Rello, you are in another country, which makes it worse. So that hits different. So listen, you don't know the mindset of them Kenyans, man. And you don't know if the Kenyans are going to get another nationality of people to hunt you down. They may just use a chick. You see? They may even call you, J-Rello, to check your temperature. Oh man. This is not good, dog. He ain't gonna get out of Kenya. They're gonna catch him right there in customs. Okay? I don't know how he gonna get out of there. That's another variable that ain't working for you. Okay? You ain't getting out of the sights, my guy. You can put on a wig, you going whatever you think you I hope you ain't been watching a lot of movies. This is reality, bro. You ain't getting out of Kenya. If them people want you, bro, they gonna get you. Okay? And apparently, J-Rello, they want you. Now, if you've been coming to my streams threatening me, I think you got bigger fish to fry. I think you got bigger things to worry about. And Bama is not the ones for you to worry about. Okay? You need to be worried about which one of them chicks gonna set your ass up. You don't know if they're gonna put a sting out on your ass. You don't know that. How you know? How you know? How you know she ain't set you up, bruh? I'm talking about the chick that left last night. How you know she ain't go ahead and drop the goddamn pin on your ass? What you gonna do? You gonna go to another Airbnb? Okay, fine. You gonna come out the house? They gonna spot your ass. Give it up, J-Rello. It's over with. You caught. You done. They gonna get what they want out of this situation. Either they gonna extract money out of you, or the locals gonna catch you up and do something to you. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna get locked up. You really don't have many choices but to now just give yourself up just to see if you're clear of the situation. I would go to the authorities myself. I would tell them to come to my Airbnb so I can see what's going on. I'm giving you a way out. Okay? Be proactive, my guy. Call the local authorities to see if you're in the clear. And if you're in the clear, I will have them and I will pay them to escort me to the airport so I can get the fuck out of Kenya. Check. But he know that he can't do none of that because they want him. He know they want him. They're gonna use a chick. Yeah, that's easy. I mean, it's easy. To me, it's easy work. It was so easy to catch the guys that we wanted, bro. It was so easy, bro. That woman is gonna get to him. Okay? And look, they already got the note, they already got the information, bro. I'm not gonna even tell you how they gonna get you. But what I'm gonna say is this. I'm gonna say this right here, J-Rello. They know what it is that you want, bro. Okay? They know what you want, bro. Trust me. And I want you to read in between what I'm saying. If the chat kind of feed in what I'm saying, then you more than welcome to put it in the chat. But let me just tell you this, J-Rello, and I'm gonna say it again, and it's in all caps. The Kenyan authorities know exactly what you want. Okay? I want you to marinate on that little piece of barbecue. All right? I want you to think about that piece of rib. All right? I gave you a way out. All right? Go to the authorities, be proactive to see whether or not you got heat on you. Okay? If you don't do that, then trust me, the Kenyan authorities and the locals, I ain't mention them, they know exactly what you want. They got something in mind for you. And once they give you what you want, here they come. Okay? So, I'm telling you from a perspective of a man that used to hunt guys down for a living. In my way of easing the situation, if I had a fugitive that was running for me, I would want him to be proactive about the situation to keep him from making me do my job. If you make me do my job, it ain't gonna be good for you when I catch you up. It ain't gonna be good, dog. Listen, J-Rello, this is the reality. I know you're a felon, so you have a felon mindset. If they have to catch you up and you ain't proactive, it's not gonna be good for you, dog. They're gonna use a chick to trick him into filming. Woo, woo. That's another one. But that ain't what I'm saying though. But that is true. That is definitely true. They gonna get a sting on him on that part because even though he trying to erase, the evidence and shit like that, it's still on WorldStar. The WorldStar video is still up, and the locals have already screenshotted it. They've already given it to the authorities. They've already given it out to the men that are looking for him. So he's stuck on that aspect. Ain't nothing he could do about that. He dumb. So otherwise, if they didn't have the video, it wouldn't be a means for why they even hunt him down. So they still got the footage, and they're gonna use that footage against him. He definitely gotta pay to get out of Kenya. Yeah, he gotta pay. He gotta pay, bro. They may extort him through YouTube. He may get up there and talk about how, he needs money to go to Thailand, and then he'll turn around and use that money and give it to the authorities so he can get up out of there and bring his ass back to the crib. That's what I think he should. That's what he gonna do. Why should he do that? Hey, he could do what he want to do. I'm just saying. He could do whatever he want to do. He could be Big Rello if he want to. Keep being Big Rello. Let's see how they and what they get you. Okay? That's how I look at that. He should be proactive instead of reacting. Yep. But the thing is, you can't tell a felon nothing. The felon already know he's street smart. The felon know that he can outthink police officers, military guys. He is the ultimate strategist. He can beat the system. Every felon thinks that. What felon don't think that he can't beat the system? Every one of them think that they can manipulate the system some kind of way to get out of another jam if they choose to modify their tactics to do the same shit. Check. And then they find out they get caught in that damn shit too. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is this, man. Give it up, go to the authorities, and check the temperature. Now, the JAMA person asked this question. Why should he do that? Well, the fact that you asked that question lets you know, right, that he on the run. What other option do he need? You need to listen. He need to go to the authorities and check the temperature. And if he's not wanted, that's the other part you just not getting. If he is not wanted by the authorities, he needs to turn around and use that authority as security to go to the airport and get out of Kenya. Is that clear to you, buddy? That's why he should do it. But of course, I'm a lame. I don't know what I'm talking about, right? So what I'm going to advocate to you to do is to tell him to continue to be Big Rello, right? That's all I'm going to say. As soon as Rello go outside, they're going to slide on him, bruh. They're going to get to the chick that was on that live. They know what she looked like, bruh. They got her IG. It's going to be easy to get to her. She going to cough up the information. I'm going to tell you who's going to help out with the information. Kid Grayson it. The Americans going to turn you up, J-Rello. You ain't got no allies in this shit, bruh. Think about it. All that shit that them boys are talking the other day, man, them folks gonna turn you up, man. They turned their back on you, man. So you're gonna get snitched on overseas, and you have no Americans on your side, bro. But your chat can't bail you out. As the real life said, the Gary squad, the Gary squad can't save your ass in Kenya, bro. Don't gas your head up on that. You have no allies in Kenya, bro. Even the chick that you smashed last night, she gonna turn on your ass, man. You think that one chick is gonna be loyal to you, bro? You think that one chick, even them chicks that you done smashed already, you think them chicks are loyal to you over their country? Are you serious, man? Don't you realize them chicks gotta live there once you leave that country, and they don't want that heat. If they're not cooperative, they facing penalty for themselves. And according to the chick last night, hell, she's a nurse. You think she gonna give up her career for you? Bruh, they gonna go after the women, man. That's how they gonna get you, J-Rello. They know what you want, bruh. J-Rello, they know what you want, bruh. I want you to think about what I'm saying right now. As I tell you this, they know exactly what you want. And guess what, J-Rello? They're going to give it to you. They're gonna give it to you big Rello style. They're gonna give you 5-star treatment when they serve your ass what you want. Right? Isn't that not what the premise of the video was when you slap that chick up? They already know what it is that you want. Okay, okay. Kenya did not provide that for you at that time. Right? So what they're gonna do is they say, okay, we made a mistake at that point, but we're gonna actually be giving him this time what it is he really wants. So you're gonna take your happy ass out there to the club, and what you want is what you gonna get. Oh man, yeah. What you was asking for? What kind of food you was asking for? Some damn fried chicken? They got that too. They got that in Kenya. Oh man, listen, dog. This shit ain't good, dog. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I will. Oh man, come on, son, you got it in you. It's my boy. He telling me. He texted me before the game, Rello. He said, "I got you, Dad. It's time." Simple phrase, short, straight to the point. He to go out there and handle his business. So I'm gonna be cheering for him. Listen, I'm trying to help J-Rello out, man. J-Rello, the gig is up. Okay? Come out with your hands up. Okay? Take that fucking camera out your hands. Turn your ass around. Drop one goddamn knee. Drop the other knee. Put your damn hands behind your head and lock your fingers. Spread your elbows out. And don't make no subtle movements. You hear me? Yeah, big Rello style, man. Y'all got me talking about bounty hunt, make me want to go hunt a motherfucker down, man. I feel good about it. Yeah, motherfuckers got my money, man. Shit, I'm thinking about being an ICE agent. I'm thinking about it. Sheesh. Do you think they gonna extort J-Rello? Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to do that, MJ. That's easy work. If he want his freedom, once they put that pressure on you, but listen, J-Rello can talk all that talk. He could talk about anybody touch me is up. He could talk all that shit he want, but boy, when that pressure hit, he gonna crack. They gonna give his ass an ultimatum. They gonna ask him, "Do you want to get out of here alive, or do you want to face the consequences of what you did?" Check. Whether that's the locals, oh man, the authorities ain't gonna give a damn about the locals taking your ass out there and, you know, disassembling your ass and then feeding you to the lions. Oh, they good at it, bro. They'll do it too. Don't play with them people, J-Rello, bro. This ain't Gary, nigga. Hey, better stop, man. Do the right thing, man. Do the right thing, bro. Anybody touch me is up. Yeah, man. All right, bro. You got away with that shit in Colombia. You better hold you. You better be glad them hitmen went out there in Centro, in Colombia, in Medellin. You better be glad none of them was out there, cause bro, you wouldn't have made it out of. You wouldn't have even made it out of Medellin. You see what I'm saying? So all that tough shit, you trying to do that in another country, you better be careful, man. All right, it ain't about being a punk. It's all about being smart, and you ain't using your head. You're using the rationale of a felon, and that's gonna get your ass hurt. Tough guy, big rello, right? Okay. Anyways, touch me is up. Anybody touch me is up. Then gonna hit his ass with that poison dart from 100 feet away. Bing. Gonna drop his ass with that tranquilizer. Like they do them goddamn lions and giraffes and shit to catch their ass and put them in a zoo. Yeah. And they gonna hit your ass with that tranquilizer, man. You gonna drop. You gonna wake up dizzy and shit. They gonna say, oh, look at old Rello. Segregation room. Ooh, wee. Better be careful, man. Playing with them people, going on live and acting like ain't nothing gonna happen to you. And you gonna mess around and thinking you gonna escape that shit. Okay, okay, you'll find out. Since Mr. Real Life is here, and I don't know if it's real, but let me give you that advice again, my guy. I am going to give you this bit of advice, buddy. Cough yourself up, man. Them people over there looking for your ass. I'm an ally in this situation for you, all right? Even though I don't agree with the hell you did, but I want you to listen to me real careful, okay? Now, what I would do if I was you, I would go to the local authorities. I would call them to my Airbnb. I would not go outside. Don't go outside, buddy. I would call the local authorities, J-Rello, and I would ask them, am I wanted? Okay? Am I wanted? I would ask the local authorities, are you wanted? And if you're not wanted, J-Rello, all right, if you're not wanted, J-Rello, I will use the local authorities to escort me to the airport as security. Okay? That's going to protect you, J-Rello, from the local folks who's looking for you. You see? Well, go ahead and be Big Rello. There he is right there. He's on, bruh. Call me bussy and all that shit. That's right. I'm a bussy. I'm a bussy. I'm a bussy. But one thing I ain't though, I'm not wanted. You feel me? Hey, listen. The locals are looking for you, Rello. Okay? The locals are looking for you, bruh. I don't know why you mad at me, and I'm trying to help your stupid ass. Okay? What your stupid ass need to do is take the advice from a man who used to hunt people like you down for a living. Okay? I used to do this for a living, J-Rello, so I'm telling you to be proactive in the situation and clear your ass up because you ain't got no allies in Kenya. I know you believe you Big Rello and you gonna get out of this and the women, they loyal to you and all that, bro. Don't you trust that shit? But let me say this though, and I'll let you go in on your little rant. The Kenyan people, and that includes the authorities, K-Jello, Big Rello, they know what you want, Rello, okay? They know exactly what you want. And trust me, J-Rello, they have what you need, okay? They have it. It's on deck. It's getting queued up right now, bruh. They queuing it up for you right now. How you doing, J-Rello? Right? They queuing it up for you. You just don't know when they gonna serve it to you. You feel me? Chill. Uh-huh. That's right. That's right. The Relloites, the little relics, the little relics have come out. Yeah, they done came out, man. But what they'll find from Bama is trying to help their boy out, trying to give him some advice. But hell, he fighting me. Fight me for? Huh? I'm trying to help your stupid ass. But you ain't, you want to be Big Rello, keep being Big Rello then. You feel me? Well, matter of fact, Rello, I'm over here in your hometown, old stupid head ass nigga. I bet you wish you was at the crib right now. Huh. I bet you wish you was over here in Gary. Uh-huh. I bet you wish you was over here in Gary, Indiana. Huh? In a safe space. You know you don't feel safe. You don't feel safe over there in that damn Airbnb in Kenya. Kenya, goddammit. We ain't you ain't around the corner. Bruh, you not in the state of Ohio or Indiana or bruh. You in fucking Kenya, dog. Let that shit sizzle in your spirit. Think about what I'm saying, bro. You ain't gonna be able to get up out of there, dog. Oh man, Rello got this right here, and he got this right here. Rello got two channels. He got a multitude of channels. So these the actual Relloites. The little Relloites, the little maggots, the little sycophants have come out. And I'm trying to help him. Shit. You know what I mean? Okay, I would keep your name out of my mouth. What I would do is this. I would call you Jello. How about that? Is that cool? Can I use that as a word of how do you used to say that as a camouflage word? You know they have trigger words and shit like that in YouTube, and they get your channel struck. Can I use the word Jello? Oh man, yo, I'm gonna tell you, bro. Don't take your ass outside of that Airbnb. Call the local authorities and ask them, are you wanted by them? And if you're not wanted by them, J-Rello, you need to use the authorities as security to escort you to the airport. Stop trying to see if you can find the baddest Kenyan. That damn ship has sailed down the Atlantic Ocean. Okay? That is over with. What you need to be thinking about is, can I get in contact with the authorities? If they say no, Rello, you need to look at that as a W. You need to look at that as a win. And once you get that W, I would tell them I will pay y'all some money to escort me to the airport. And I will be on the next flight smoking. I would not leave that airport, buddy, because that's security too. So, again, a felon don't think this way, right? Only a bounty hunter thinks this way. Rello needs to be on the next flight out. That's right. He do. I'm giving him sound advice from a professional manhunter. I'm trying to help you. Because the very thing you trying to become viral on could be the very thing that can get you snatched. You hear me? I'm trying to give it away. I ain't gonna give you the absolute way because you need to figure it out. I'm trying to get you to use your mental faculties if If you still have some left, I'm trying to get you to use just a little bit of it so you can say, well, damn, you know what, he's right. I don't need to be trying to get my D wet. I don't need to be trying to find the baddest chick in Kenya. What I need to be doing is seeing what my status is in Kenya. Don't go on no naystand. Don't go on what you assume is going on in Kenya. You need to get some actual facts. And the actual facts is going to come from the local authorities. That's who you need to worry about, number one. Okay? Number two is the locals. So as a barrier, you need to stay in your hotel or your Airbnb, and you need to call them people and see what's going on. After that, brother, you need to be using them. If they say no, that you ain't want it, you need to be going to the damn airport and getting the hell up out of there. Call your family when you en route to the airport and tell them that hey, I'm gonna be safe going to the airport. Now, even that could be tricky. Woo, woo. Cause it could be some crooked local cops. Whoa, Nelly. You see what I'm saying? That's some tricky shit, bro. And they could haul your ass somewhere. Cause you don't know your way around Kenya like that. You're not from there. So, I mean, think about it, bro. You just fucked. It's a bad situation. It's not an ideal situation to be in, but there is some form of light that you can follow, like myself, to get you out of a jam, bruh. I'm trying to help you. But of course, you ain't gonna listen. You ain't gonna listen. You ain't gonna listen. You feel me? Text my son real quick there, Rello. You know what I mean? So, do y'all think I gave Rello some sound advice? Hey, MJ, you think I gave him some sound advice, bro? Do you think I gave him some sound advice by being proactive? Now, my other son plays tomorrow. My baby boy is a quarterback. He plays tonight. So I got football. I got some good football coming on. I'm gonna watch both of my boys online, and then I'm gonna watch Alabama do their thing tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But my oldest son, played before the Alabama game, which is perfect. You know, he pays at 12, and you know he's ready to do his thing. I talked to him today. It seemed like his mind is really geared on hitting somebody in the mouth. He's my linebacker, and so yeah, he's going to be utilized a little bit more this year, and so I'm expecting him to make a name for himself. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm excited. I think I'm gonna try to catch next week's game. To be honest with you, I'm gonna sneak in on him and watch him play, and then I'm gonna go watch my baby boy play Friday. Yeah, no, yeah, he played tomorrow. Yeah, very sound advice. He needs to follow immediately. Now, it is entertainment. I get it. You know what I'm saying, but um, I personally don't want to see nothing. Just on record, I don't want to personally see nothing happen to the guy, because it could be very, really ugly, and I wouldn't want to see his family receive his body from the Kenyan people. I don't want him to be sent out in a box from Kenya. You know what I'm saying? I don't think his family deserved that. He needs to get his ass back to the United States and get his life together. I would prefer that for J-Rello. I mean, I'm not joking. I'm not. Um, trolling. I'm not doing anything. I'm just giving you advice, uh, like a 46-year-old man would do. You know what I mean? Uh, and as I've sent messages in his chat, which he called me a troll. He's kicked me out of his chat before. I've advised him to get his CDL. You know what I'm saying? And to travel the country, make some really, really good money, and he ain't got to worry about panhandling online. I've said this numerous of times. I even chatted it up for him and letting him know I'm not gonna send him no super chat because I ain't finna sponsor his stupidity. But I did send him a message, and he noticed my message, and so it warned him to block me. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't it, it it's not far. It's not a far reach to know that that was probably Rello that came to my channel. You know what I'm saying? He knows me now. You know what I mean? And I've met Rello. You know what I mean? Sasua. And so, whatever act that he's putting on right now, I would tell him to leave that shit where it's at. You know what I mean? And think about how he gonna get out of Kenya in a responsible way, and more importantly, get out of Kenya in one piece. Okay, untouched. All right, that's the important thing to this whole matter. However, he ain't gonna do that. I know this. You know what I'm saying? I know this. You know, he gotta prove a point, and whatever that point is, it ain't gonna work for him. It ain't gonna work for him. You know, so shout out to him. Good luck to him. Um, Either way, I think he has a better chance if the authorities can get access to him versus the locals getting to him. If he let the locals get to him, it's a done ski. It is a done ski, rap ski. All right, stick a fork in it. They're gonna send him up, right? The locals will send him up, bruh. And I don't think Rello would want to be sent up right now. You know what I mean? I would say, J-Rello, if you want to continue in the journey of life, hey, man, do the right thing, bro. Go ahead and check your status in Kenya. See whether or not you're wanted legally. Okay? See if you're wanted legally. And then from that, if you're not, then you need to use the authorities and let them know that, hey, yo, I fear for my life because there are some people that's upset with me with what I did. So I want an escort, a police escort to the airport so I can get to the airport safe and sound. I would recommend that. You know what I mean? So now, I'm gonna add this variable to it before we leave. If this is all an act, okay? If this is all an act, the problem with it being an act is this: it's the principle still remain, okay? And that principle is there are some people from Kenya that did not see that as an act, okay? They don't want to be portrayed like that. Some women don't want to see you get away with that shit, even if it's an act. They don't even want that type of motion going on in their country. You suggesting as a foreigner to disrespect their women. They don't want that. If you went over there and did an act and it was just all for fun and play just to get views, then that ain't gonna work either, bro. You see how this shit work now? It ain't cool either way. So what I would say is this: go ahead and just see what the status is, man, and go ahead and get up out of there. You know what I mean? So you can get on home, because if you don't, you will be seeing it upper room when Jesus. You know, that's what could happen. So just consider what I said, man. Just consider it. Maybe it will help you out. I hope so. And with that, man, we're gonna land the plane. We definitely gonna land the plane. We're gonna land the plane. Um, hopefully, hopefully, J-Rello, you get on a plane and make it back home safe and sound. Man, this your boy Bama. Bama the Traveler, as some of y'all know me as, and then some of you came in contact with me and know me as Pure Bama. Make sure y'all come through, like, share, and subscribe. Your boy is out of here, man. Let's land this thing. Peace.